Man, I hate people.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Wait, I should probably explain. Let me expound. Expound! Perhaps I should expunge my opening exclamation. But it's true! Not entirely, not unequivocally, but for the most part, regular people doing regular things piss me off. See, we as correctional officers become cynical, skeptical, all in the name of safety. We become so accustomed to compliance, to control, to the way that things work on the inside, that some of us lose touch with reality, with the way that the real world operates. See, the politics on the inside are dealing with the population, pollutes our perception of the people on this planet. In fact, a common sentiment among staff, the consensus among correctional officers, seems to be that there are just too many people on this planet. That's because our level, our limit, the amount of bullshit that we're able to put up with is pequeño. So why do we feel this way? Why do we have such a perverted perception of the public? Why do normal people piss us off? Why is the sky blue?
Light from the sun moves into the air that's way high up. The blue-colored light bounces all over the place in the sky.
In this video, I'll attempt to address our animosity towards the average individual and offer some advice, some tips to play nice. One of the symptoms that surface after working a significant amount of time in the correctional climate, this undesirable environment, is a definite disdain for people. Because of our exposure to the criminal element, to the sights and sounds we are subjected to, our outlook, the way we see society, is shit. We are constantly on our toes, waiting for those nothings that never happen. And because we're worn out, wired, fired up, we overreact during an average interaction. We misjudge, we miscalculate, and we assume everyone is trying to manipulate. And the tiniest little misgiving, misunderstanding, reinforce our ridiculous ideology that people are idiots. I don't know what you're talking about, Bill. Yes, you do. For a moment, just a minute, drop that self-righteous, holier-than-thou, nothing bothers me bullshit. And admit, acknowledge, understand that it's okay to be a little fucked up. We all are. For example, when people drive too fast, when people drive too slow, when people park in front of my mailbox, when people get too loud, when grown men tuck their shirts in with jeans but don't wear a belt, I lose my mind. It ruins my day. And I usually say something that I shouldn't say. But here's the reality of my disproportionate response. Because of our station, our occupation, because of our observation of the human behavior behind the walls, we start to view the world differently. Right, wrong, or indifferent? We do. We have to. It's how we survive on the inside. Cynicism, skepticism, fucking dogs are barking. Cynicism, skepticism equals officer safety. But those tactics don't necessarily translate real well to the free world. How many of you, during a disagreement, during a heated discussion, how many times have you heard those 7 words, stop talking to me like I'm an inmate? I think that's 8 words. Stop talking to me like I'm an inmate. 8 words. As much as that saying those words make me want to flip out, make me want to turn up, make me want to burn everything down around me, I don't, because, well, the person making the observation is usually right. The other problem is our position in the penal system. When you wear the badge, when you carry the keys, you command respect, right? There are consequences for contradicting, for circumventing the system. Inside, what you say goes. It's my way or the highway. It is what it is. But at home, on the outside, out of uniform, it gets a little messy. Because at home, on the outside, out of uniform, you're just you. You're not in charge. You're not responsible for responding or regulating anything. What you say, your opinion, your decisions hold no water. carry no weight. And that's a tough pill to swallow for an institutionalized correctional officer. Because we are trained, it is ingrained in us, it is expected of us to be this super sentinel standing between society and the sentenced for 60 or 70 hours a week. And while we're performing, while we try to balance the beauty and brutality of our reality, folks frolic free from the images that are forever burned in my brain. What pisses me off is that they're safe, that they're sane, and that they've never had to see what I have seen. They're happy, they're laughing, they're living life. And that pisses me off. So what can we do? Well, if this fits, if this makes any sense, if this is somewhat relative or relatable, understand that you're not the only one experiencing these emotions. You're not the only one that is jaded, creating this perception. And then remember that there are good people out there. And that the tiny slice of society we supervise is not a reliable representation of what's really going on, of what the world is really like. Look, I know that the correctional environment can change us. For some that change is minute, but for some the change is monumental. Either way, it's okay to not be okay. Reach out, speak up, seek help, and start healing so that you can live your best life, the life that you deserve. All right, guys, if you liked this video, if you found value in this video, don't forget to click that little like icon. Leave a comment and let me know how normal people piss you off. Leave a comment if I piss you off. Subscribe, share. And if you're on Facebook, if you're one of those hundreds of millions of people that don't fear Mark Zuckerberg, jump on over to my Facebook page. I post links to my videos, to my articles. I post random thoughts. So if you're craving more correctional content, head on over there. I'll post the link in the description below so you know where to go. And if you're still watching this video, which my analyticals say you're probably not, and you're curious about the ways the correctional environment can negatively change your personal life, go to Amazon and pick up a copy of my book, When Home Becomes a Housing Unit. Last but not least, make sure you check out my live podcast. I broadcast on Facebook every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time called The Saturday Night Synopsis, where I host a guest and we talk about trauma and the toll that the correctional environment can have on an officer's mental health and emotional well-being. All right, guys, until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, 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 yeah, 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 let's go. I feel like